Inspect the V-band clamps and EGR bellows for damage. If any cracks or other damage are found, replace the V-band clamp or EGR bellows. Inspect the EGR cooler for cracks or other damage. If any cracks or other damage are found, replace the EGR cooler. Clean the EGR cooler exhaust gas outlet with safety solvent. Dry with compressed air. Inspect the EGR cooler exhaust gas outlet for signs of fretting, cracks, or other damage. Replace the EGR cooler if any damage is found. Clean the mounting surfaces with safety solvent to remove any coolant deposits or debris. Clean the EGR cooler coolant inlet and outlet surfaces to remove any coolant deposits or debris. Without cleaning, the press-in-place seal joint can leak. Clean the EGR cooler coolant supply and return tubes to remove any coolant deposits or debris at the O-ring joint. To pressure test the EGR cooler, install the plate with the O-ring supplied in the EGR cooler leak check kit and the supplemental kit into the coolant inlet side of the EGR cooler. Use 2 M8 cap screws. Install a straight thread plug from the EGR cooler leak check kit and the supplemental kit into the vent port. Install the plate onto the coolant outlet provided in the EGR cooler leak check kit and the supplemental kit. Use 2 M8 cap screws. Install the air pressure regulator, hose assembly, and a ball-type shutoff valve onto the test fitting on the coolant inlet of the EGR cooler. The ball-type shutoff valve should be on the inlet side of the air pressure regulator to allow the air supply to be shut off during testing. The test must be performed when the EGR cooler has reached ambient temperature. Do not apply air pressure to a hot EGR cooler. Make sure the air pressure regulator and ball-type valve are closed. Connect a compressed air supply to the pressure regulator. Apply 90 psi, 620 kPa of air pressure to the EGR cooler. Check for leaks by spraying the exterior of the EGR cooler and all lines and fittings with a mixture of mild soap and water. Repair leaking fittings or lines. Use the ball valve to shut off the air supply to the air pressure regulator. Disconnect the compressed air supply from the air pressure regulator. Record the time the compressed air supply was shut off and removed from the air pressure regulator. Record the pressure shown on the air pressure regulator gauge. Place the EGR cooler in a vertical position with the exhaust gas inlet pointing upward. Spray the exhaust inlet bulkhead and gas tubes with a mixture of mild soap and water. Make sure that the inside corners of the bulkhead have been sprayed. It is important to wet the entire bulkhead with a mixture of mild soap and water. The highest percentage of leaks occur in the inside corners of the EGR cooler. Allow the EGR cooler to remain pressurized for 15 minutes. Inspect the inside corners of the bulkhead and gas tubes for the continuous formation of bubbles. Measure and record the air pressure. If the measured pressure loss in the EGR cooler is more than 15 psi, 103 kPa in 15 minutes, or if there is a continuous formation of bubbles near the gas tubes and bulkhead, the EGR cooler is not reusable.